You know, last night we did a program and we used a helicopter with Larry Bud Melman in the helicopter. We saw Larry in the helicopter for, I guess, maybe an eighth of a second because of transmission difficulties.
Yeah.
$15,000. Thank you. Yes, we all feel pretty proud. We got our money's worth. It was about that much money, wasn't it? 13. Well, and for less than, I'm guessing, what, a half a minute of... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But that's not your problem, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is viewer mail night. This is a recent study from the Nielsen Company indicated that our Thursday night program is the most watched television program since the beginning of time. So... Do you remember the miniseries Roots, a huge audience? We have doubled that figure with our Thursday. Let's get right to it. Paul, are you ready for these? Some of these involve you.
Yes, sir.
I have your support.
I'm all ready. You have my total and complete support on this viewer mail.
All right. Well, let's get right to it, shall we?
Ready. Yeah.
Letter number 1 begins. Now, let me remind you, these are actual letters. If they weren't actual letters, ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't be able to do this with them, would I? Dear Dave, letter number 1 says, it has come to my attention that the real purpose of the viewer mail segment is one of ridicule. Well, you simply take a viewer's letter and make fun of it. Accepting this premise as a challenge, I have written a letter, this one, that is ridicule-proof. There can be no condescending humor derived from these words. Too bad, Dave, you lose. Sincerely, John K. Brandt, River Falls, Wisconsin. Well, I guess you're right, John. There certainly doesn't seem to be anything in your letter that we could seize upon and torment you with, so congratulations. I guess you do win. In fact, it's... yes, this is our director, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hal Gertner. Yes, Hal.
By the way, Hal Gurney.
That's right, Hal Gurney.
There's more to that letter.
There's more to the letter.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's take another look. I thought we'd finish the letter. Oh, I see, on the other page it says, P.S. Why don't you have me on the show sometime? I look just like Dr. Ruth Westheimer, but with really big ears. All right, well, we'll think that one over. Dear Dave, we've been big fans of yours since the late 50s. To get right to the point, we saw the November 27th show with Ava Gabor. Is that accent real or what? Does she use it in private? I mean, she has been in California for 60 years. This is a good point, by the way. Don't you think she would have lost it by now? And this comes to us from something known as the Quad. John McPherson, Mike Manziger, Eric Clevin, Steve Movis, or Movis, from St. Olaf College, Northfield, Minnesota. Obviously, these men have taken the trouble to make up the name of a college. St. Olaf in Northfield, Minnesota. Well, you know, that question about Ava Gabor's accent, that's a lot of people have been wondering about that all over this great land of ours. And in fact, Hal, do we have a piece of videotape from that show? Maybe we can clear this whole thing up by looking at that show.
Here it comes, Roll.
Oh, good. We'll take a look at it now.
I do want to find out how you can be married for 3.5 weeks.
I tell you, after the commercial,
All right, okay.
they fired us.
All right, we'll be right back.
How about the accent?
Yeah, you got everybody fooled. Not as funny as St. Olaf College, but we'll take what we can get. Dear Dave, have you ever noticed that another letter about Paul? What's the matter?
Well, it's just, you know, I don't want to give away anything that's coming up, and I've got a million pairs of glasses in front of me, but that's for later.
Then just don't say anything. It's one of those test tapes we make from time to time, and then we mail it to our GIs. Dear Dave, have you ever noticed that Paul looks like the man in the famous painting of the farmer with a pitchfork and a wife in front of a barn? This comes to us from Stacy Embry, Indianapolis, Indiana, my hometown. Stacy, I think you're referring to the painting by Grant Wood called American Gothic. We have it right here. Let's take a look at it. And, you know, she's right. There is a striking resemblance between Paul and the man in the photo, but what really caught my eye was how much the woman looks like Phil Rizzuto. I can't get over that. This looks like a picture of America's first gay couple, doesn't it? Very strange. All right. Now, where are we? What are we up to here? Letter number, what is it? 4? Dear Mr. Letterman, I am an optometrist. I have recently changed the location of my office. Notifying all previous patients is an incredibly monotonous task. You could save me hours of boredom by simply telling your viewers the location of my offices. Sincerely, Mitchell J. Martyr, Boca Raton, Florida. You know, I don't know if you were with us a couple of weeks ago, but we got in a lot of trouble with NBC because people would send us free lunch, and then I would mention the name of the restaurant, and we'd get the food for free for 30 people, and it worked great for about 3 weeks, and then NBC shut us down. I can't believe that this guy would ask us to repeat the same kind of deal, to mention the name of his place in return for special favors. We can't possibly do it. Paul, can you believe that we'd get a letter like this?
Well, you know, I can believe it, David. What I can't believe... What I can't believe is the incredible selection of eyewear at Dr. Mitch Martyr's The Eyes Have It Optique at a brand new convenient location, 23 Northeast 44th Street in Fort Lauderdale. So the next time you're in Southern Florida, make a spectacle of yourself at Dr. Mitch Martyr's The Eyes Have It Optique. Right, fellas? Right. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a little ensemble piece there with the band.
Worth going all this way.
Yeah, you did a nice job.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Now, that's the joke you were trying to protect over there.
I wanted to protect this joke,
Well,
yeah. I was
God you
afraid to
did.
give it away. I think it's all right, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's loose.
Dear Dave, letter number 5 begins, are we doing 5 tonight? I like to hear my name on TV, so you know what I did? I wrote a letter to Willard Scott saying I was 99 years old. And he wished me a happy birthday. The funny thing is that I'm only 22, ha ha ha. Sincerely, Kevin Mocker, Taunton, Massachusetts. Well, Kevin, we certainly appreciate your sharing your accomplishment with us. Of course, it's not for me to judge you, but here with an official response is the Today Show's beloved weatherman, Willard Scott.
Listen, you little punk. You think you pulled a fast one in the National Broadcasting Company, huh? Well, you think again. We know your name, we know your address, we know where you live. You little lowlife, we know everything about you. We know what you're trying to do, so don't try to pull that again. See? Personally, I'll come up and kick your from one end of this country to the other. You'll be lucky to see 22. Thank you, Dave.
Willard thinks he's Hulk Hogan. Oh, yeah, we got to, oh, sure. We don't want to forget this at any cost, do we, ladies and gentlemen? It's time for the lucky number drawing. Turn on the machine. Mix them up. Tonight's first number is a 7. The second number is a 3. And the final number tonight is a 4. Yes, the lucky number is 734. Congratulations. If you're the winner, keep an eye out for the bonded NBC Courier. Tonight on this program, we have Rob Reiner, B.B. King, Elaine Boozler, and Kenny the Gardener. Don't miss it if you can. We'll be right back.